when we first hired him, like to do our fashion show for Paradise. You know, I was there and I seen that performance. I was like, wow, this dude is really talented. Like, not only like I hear him over here, now I'm seeing it live and in person.
Stage show, crazy.
Like, this dude is like, he's something, man. Like, he's something. He's different. And that's when I called the very first meeting with Tech. That was the time in which I called the very first meeting with this dude and said, listen, man, I always hear about all these things going on. You know, I know you were signed to like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis back in '93, and then you signed this deal in '97, and it was through QD3, but it was through Quest, which was through Warner Brothers, and then Windswept was involved and all this. So, and then I called a meeting and I said, because at that time I wasn't thinking about getting in the music business. I had no desire to be in the music business.
Okay.
I didn't have any desire to be in it. So I called a meeting only because I was good at business. I was, you know, here I am at that age, young age. I'm doing $11 million a year in furniture, a whole bunch of other stuff. So. And then the properties, and then the clothing company, and we're doing magic. You know, we're going to magic and setting up booths and doing all kinds of. So I felt like I had a certain amount of sense as far as business goes. Maybe I can meet with this guy and just maybe give him some advice, point him in a direction, something like that. You know. So he came to my house and we had a long, detailed sit-down meeting. And that's when I learned about all the people that were involved. Bro, like there was you know, Don Juan, Diamond Shields. There was
rest in peace.
Yep. Brian Beazle, rest in peace. Ifatayo Green, and bro, he had like 5 managers, like no kidding, and Sway, like he had like 5 managers. I'm like, damn. Okay, I said, you need 5 managers and you ain't doing a lot. I didn't understand it. Like, why do you need 5 managers when, you know, you're here and you're not really, you know, so it was confusing to me. But once I learned the whole story, and during that meeting, he said some things that stuck, like he had called his publishing company EGN Arts. And I'm like, I said, why is that? He goes, well, that's strange backwards. And he goes, because if I ever start my own record label, I really want to call it Strange Music. And I was like, why is that? He goes, man, I love Jim Morrison. I love The Doors. I love People Are Strange, Strange Days, all this. So I'm like, that's dope. And but at the end of the meeting, man, it was more like, damn, man, good luck. He didn't need advice. He needed some money, and he needed to undo some. And he needed somebody to help guide him in a direction that wasn't absolute gridlock. And that's where it was. It was gridlock because, you know, Diamond and him was arguing with QD3 and then arguing with the people at Quest, and everything was just in complete gridlock. Meanwhile, Tech is over here trying to live off $500 a month per diem. And so I'm like, you know, this sucks, you know.